All right, so welcome back to the ESEA Season 11 LAN Finals right here in Dallas, Texas. Make sure you register for Season 12 at ESEA.net, whether you can get a part of ESEA Main or just the Open. I've been playing Open this season. Of course, my teammates dropped me because I've been inactive, but that's a whole different story. So let's hop into this actual game because right now the score is currently 1-0 here with vVv and Torqued. And as we can see, we're going back to the old days, man. This is how we've used to cast. And there's, we'll see how Frost is going to be able to, nice little deagle headshot. Everything is live right now. So let's go ahead and see if Frost can make something happen here.
This is first map and DE season, first half as well.
Oh, and Frost's going to get taken out there. The last little kill there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard right now and see where everything is at. Cannon Chow. This is his first major event, like you mentioned, and he's already sitting at 7-1. That may be with a bomb defuse, because if you look at it, they only have 6. That's actually 10 total deaths. There's a bomb defuse coming in somewhere. That's either from Automatic or Cannon Chow. But both of those members, like we had mentioned in the pregame, Automatic and both Cannon Chow, both starting off the game with 4 kills, most likely. And that just shows that they just come out to play.
Yeah, Cannon Chow and Automatic, their first land. And Automatic, he's 15 years old. Let's go ahead and switch to him here, and let's see his screen. I'm interested to see how steady his aim is and what his decision-making ability is going to be like. So right now, he's just kind of spotting a pixel here. As soon as he sees a terrorist, he's most likely just going to throw a counter flash and nade and fall back.
Just based off of the center HUD idea where you just wait to see a blip on your screen. As right now, you've got over 4 shot over here inside. I believe this is the B-bomb site. Possible, I make that back. I think that's the A-bomb site over there towards that sewer area. As right now, again, we're back over here on board with Automatic, still watching that same location over there towards the staircase. He's going to try to push right through. He's able to pick up one with a Foss. Switches back over to the AK. They bought AKs for this round. As looks like it's going to be left up down to a 3-on-3 here. Bomb's going to get planted here inside of that A bomb site. Automatic's going to get taken down by Daze. It's going to be down to a 2-on-3 now. Daze picking up another one, dropping Sasquatch. Going to be left up to Sasquatch's brother Cheeks as he pushes here inside of the site. A bomb taken away here inside this bomb site. He's going to fall back, pick up this HE grenade that's right here. As just kind of falling back, checking some spots. Looks like he's going to have to save this AK now. Chasing after that kill. Now it's going to be down to a 1v1.
Oh, he
pushing in. He picks up that little flashbang, puts it in the right location. He's going straight in. He might be able to get this defused. Diffusing through.
What?
Almost happened. They almost picked up that third round, and there was a bomb plant there for Torqued as that happened in the first round. And so now the score is going to be 2-1. That's why they were able to buy in this third round.
Man, it looked finished to me. I would have celebrated in that situation. He should have ducked there. He could have played that a little bit better.
I think there's a moment that I remember whenever Dominator celebrated at WSVG Finals, and that kind of bit him.
He could have diffused in this position here, and he would have got away with it. Instead, he was in the open, and he was standing. So
that's an interesting point to bring up there. But right now, already off the start, there's going to be 1 AK kill coming in. As we've got Deagles in the hands of vVv. As again, score right now 2-1 here in favor of vVv. Sasquatch peeking out with the USP, connecting with a headshot, taking down Dazed. Again, Dazed has dealt down some damage here as he's sitting at 5-3 right now. And now you can see Monty. Of course, Monty going. He's Montgomery, or he's a well-known name as well for Torqued. And there goes, Still's been able to pick up one. Monty picking up the one as well. Now it's going to be left up to Cannon Chow. Cannon Chow pushing up down to a 1v4. He's got a USP in hand, so not really much to lose here. As he spots one, probably not the best chance to make that shot. Still should have pushed in if he wasn't noticed, but either way, it's a give-up round anyway. So right now the score is all tied up at 2. 2-2 right now is the score here with vVv going up against Torqued. And again, Torqued was the team who caused a ripple in the team dynamics consecutive streak winning multiple Counter-Strike Tourist games. And so that's what brings us into this matchup. Watching again, Torque won Season 9, or 3D Max at that time, won Season 9 with the likes of Still and TCK and the rest of his teammates. So right now, again, we're back over. You saw TCK pushing. Looks like they're going to be heading over here towards that B-bomb site. Monty picking up one. Frost picks up that AWP. Looks like Dave's got a little jealous of Monty and took out his own teammate. That's going to hurt him because he had to buy an AK, plus he took out a teammate. So that'll become a money factor later on. As a bomb will get planted, it's going to be down to a 2-on-4 now. As Automatic and 4Shot are probably going to hold on to the weapons that they have as they've rotated all the way back over there towards the A side. And again, bomb will just kind of tick away here as they'll try to save their guns. We'll kind of look around here and see what we've got. Automatic, he's trying to save his weapon. They've already found their exit here for the terror side. 4Shot's trying to get a pick here, trying to get an exit. He's grouped up with his teammate. Smart idea. You don't want to lose that AWP. The worst thing that can happen, 4Shot can get picked off, and then his teammate, Automatic, can come and pick up that AWP at the end of the round. So now the score is going to be, I believe, it's now 3-2 here in favor of Torque as they picked up another round. And so far they've just done a pretty good job throughout the whole throughout this game stuff. And as we move forward here in the upper bracket round one, we'll see who's going to face off against Team Dynamic. Are we going to see an early rivalry between Torqued and Team Dynamic in the next round in upper bracket round 2, or are we going to see a team like vVv come back and do some damage here in this playoffs?
Yeah, now before we went into this match here, I believe we both picked Torque to be the favorites here, right?
You picked it. I never made a judgment.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm. Oh, this is going to be really good for the CTs. Actually, they have a
wow. Picture perfect scenario here for vVv as Cheeks picks up all 3 kills. That's actually a beneficial thing to talk about too, as they're going to go ahead and push up their AKs. Here comes Monty picking up 1, 2, 3 with the AK, shutting down both Sasquatch and Cheeks. So the Cisco brothers both go down. As now it's going to be left up to 4Shot. 4Shot again holding on to this AWP from the previous round. He was probably watching that other bomb site by himself. Look at this. They're about to be able to peek out here. 4Shot spots one. Connects there as he pulled away at the right time. And Days had the chance. But now it's going to be left up to Monty. Monty pushing inside the site. He knows exactly where he's at, down to this 1v1. And Monty finishes him off as 4Shot was watching the wrong location, watching that upper balcony or that catwalk area inside of the A bomb site. 4-2 is now the score here in favor of Torque here over vVv.
Yeah, Monty there with a good answer. Being outnumbered 4-2, he made play there, and he was able to sneak up, get those 3 kills back to back, and a huge round there, because obviously you never want to lose a save round.
Especially what's happened so far. It was 2-0 to start off the game. 4Shot peeks out in the middle, gets shut down by Monty. Monty is just on a absolute tear as he's looking for his 3rd kill in the round. Great usage of the tires there inside of mid. As he's just kind of working back and forth. I would make the assumption no one's going to kind of try to battle against him out inside of mid. Sasquatch now is rotating back around. Probably should regroup up with his brother here over inside of the B-bomb site. As they're pretty close to each other, watching this back hall area. You got Sasquatch who's picked up an AWP. He may have bought that. I'm going to make the assumption that he picked it up for 4Shot though. There's actually 3 members here for the counter-terrorist side as we look at it. I've got set up more so just watching the same location. Look at this, about to got 1 member pushing up, spamming away. Cheeks actually connected there, taking down Steel. That takes the weapon out of their hands, and almost at the latter part of the round picks up another kill, but right now scores 5-2. So they maintain, hold on to 2 M4s, pick up a kill in the last part of the round, and that AWP is going to be dropped off and given. Looks like 4Shot is going to pick up that AWP, and Sasquatch has been bought an M4, so that's the what we're dealing with right now. So 4Shot needs to worry about Monty out here in the open like before, Daze has also got an op. And so that's what the battle we'll see again. Score right now in Ron, though, is 5-2 right now here in favor of Torque.
Yeah, it's looking good here for Torque. I think this is one of those maps. It's kind of like Tuscan, where it's evenly favored for both sides. It's not really a T. It's not really a CT side. It's just, I guess, it's more. It's really crucial on who wins a pistol because it allows you to pick up momentum on this map because it's such a long-range type of map. You need AKs and you need Colts in order to have a fighting chance, especially if you have an op. Ever seen these battles in middle? Whoever controls that middle area will have access to both sites.
Yeah, right now Daze giving some cover fire with that AWP. And it takes down Sasquatch. As you can see, they're still trying to wrap back around. That pop flash is going to make some noise. They now know where he's at and they know where he's located. He's going to be completely blind, but falls back just enough. He spots one. He's chasing now. He's just on the inside. He's going to get taken down by TCK. 2 with the AK, make that 3. As Cheeks goes down to an AK headshot. Now score is going to be 6-2 here in favor of Torque.
Yeah, and Torque here doing a really good job splitting this A bomb site. A bunch of these gun rounds, they've been hitting this dungeon area and hitting catwalk, executing from this doorway. And a big reason why that's being allowed to happen is because the CTs are playing so passive here. They're not spotting that middle.
But it is saber on this round. That's the reason why they're playing a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, I would like to see them do it on a gun round. The best CT spawn can actually jump out here and go over this ledge and sneak over onto this left side. I'd like to see that on a gun round. Right now they're just kind of playing a little bit too passive and giving Torque too much room to work around the map.
One of the things, though, consider, too, is when by pulling off a strategy like this, it's beneficial during a save round just because of the fact it's random. It may give you the chance to pick up some weapons out in the open. You're going to pick some players off here and there, and you can kind of move from there. But at the same token, you may want to, what you're getting at, is save that same type of strategy for when you have weapons and catch them completely off guard. Nice shot by Automatic, taking out Frost. That's going to force him to have to buy some weapons. So looking at that past round right there, would you say it's an effective round as a CT? You eliminated 4 players on the terror side.
Yeah, it's good. I'd like to see them do it a gun round. Actually, this first spawn here, he can take advantage of that, and he can get over. Let's see if Cannon actually plays that dungeon area, so I doubt he's going to do it. But yeah, you push out middle over there, and then you push out in this catwalk area, and you can both squeeze this angle at the same time, which I believe they're trying to do here, so they might catch his terrorist off guard.
Wow. Look at those nades. Just planning and seeing if somebody would start to be able to rotate back around. He just gave away his position. Dazed, taking out Automatic. They're expecting that rotation, that early rotation here from vVv. As right now you got one member spotting there with that AK. Bomb carrier is going to be TCK. Frost with a nice pick, taking down 4-shot inside of the hallways over there towards the A-bomb site. Actual bomb carriers taking it towards the A-bomb side. A lot of action over there towards the B side. So they're splitting up the opposition, splitting up the defense as they push here towards that A-bomb site. So now they've kind of got to figure out what they can do. Cannon Chow is just, he's got his marshmallows, his s'mores all set up here in this corner. More or less, he's kind of stuck where he's at. As he spots one, here comes the nade, but the AWP is going to finish things off there, taking it down Cannon Chow. But Cheeks answering back down to a one-on, I believe it's...
one-on-one?
Yeah, it's a one-on-one here with one member there from Torque, and still with a nice AK headshot, which you've probably watched. You've seen some of the pro player streams at ESEA.net, which is linked to twitch.tv, and you can actually see a lot of still playing, a lot of Counter-Strike Source, and so you may have seen that same type of thing. If not, well, here you go.
Yeah, it's an excellent shot there by Steel. He obviously knew that the member was in this area, so he came out here, had great crosshair placement, and just was able to click faster than the AWP.
As right now it looks like they've got an aggressive approach here inside of mid. They've got USPs and a couple Deagles working here. You can see 4-shot working that exact angle which you're talking about before. He's got some cover fire from the backside. Now it looks like they're going to start to move over here towards Vince. A lot of, they're just kind of over-peaking here. And now they both gave away both their positions, and Monty just slaughters them with the AK. And now he's going to peek back out there. So all of the advantage of their location where they were at, they just completely gave it away. just giving it away in a sense where they sit there and they were out in the open. They tried to make some type of move, and it's kind of crazy to see what could happen during a round where you have this advantage of where you're at location-wise, and then you just give it away by saying, "Oh, I'm actually here," and you sit there and your teammate tries to help you on your behalf. But then all that does is give away their position as well. And so everything that they had in the beginning of the round that they took advantage of, they weren't seen, they weren't heard, is now completely blown out of cover.
Yeah, if you're in a sneaky position like that and you've got really good positional advantage up close to your opponent, you want to try to stay as, not get noticed, give them any kind of recognition you're there until you actually do a lot of damage or you get a kill.
Well, yeah, you want to try to set up for that one shot with the Deagle. You get the head plane, and you make your shot. Wait for them to cross, and that's all it takes. If you start to play aggressive in a game that you're already losing gun rounds, or you're losing your gun versus gun, take advantage of what the Deagle provides with you and make those one-shot Deagle headshots and finish and pick up the kills that matter. At least get an exchange out of the situation instead of chasing after kills. Nice shot by Force watching an exact corner location, picking up just the top of the head of TCK as... now it looks like he's kind of wrapping. He's seeing inside a CT spawn. Be on the lookout for days to get a pick. As, again, the bomb is just going to be taken away here. Force should go ahead and hold on to this AWP. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard right now. 9-2 right now is the score. Overall, you look at the players. Sasquatch, a veteran player in a sense that he's been playing for years and years and years and years and years and years he's sitting at 3-10 right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of those streaky type of players. I've seen him go crazy sometimes, and sometimes he's a non-factor, and it's really unfortunate because he, like you said, he's one of those veteran players. So all of his younger teammates are gonna look for him to, for some moral boost and some, positive energy. But when one of your veteran players are not playing good, sometimes that vibe kind of runs off and affects your other teammates in a negative way.
Hey, you hit the nail on the head by saying he is a streaky player. But one of the good things is he's a very smart in-game leader. Even though he may not be a factor on the kills, picking up some great stuff on the scoreboard, he is making the right calls. He is talking to his younger players and really kind of giving them the information that they need to become successful. Because it's not always about what you do on the scoreboard, even though my RWS is terrible, and that's the reason why I'm bringing that up. But it's more about the factor that it's how you communicate with your team. But, Sasquatch, I believe Steve must have overheard what we were talking about because he just picked up 2 with the FAMAS switches for the AWP. Make that 4. Okay, I'm sorry, Steve. My bad, bro.
All right. My
bad, bro.
That's what I considered streaky.
Exactly, yeah, no.
Yeah, he's 2-10, and it just goes off. It takes. That's the thing. He is a veteran player, and even though he's playing really bad, he wasn't afraid to take a risk right there.
Yeah.
So he took a massive risk, and he said, hey, whatever, I'm going to go all in. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But the rewards outweigh the risks heavily. So he took that chance. He flanked ultra fast, cut the other team off guard, and single-handedly won that round.
Well, no, whenever you're sitting at 2-10, you're allowed to start to take risks because something is not working, unless you're taking risks the whole time. I mean, of course. But right now you got TCK is going to be able to push up there. He's going to get dropped there by Sasquatch's AWP, picked up there from one of the members there from the terrorist side as he picked up that 4K round. Frost with a nice AK headshot. As now it's going to be left up down to a 2-on-3 Force shot. Again, he probably has an AWP to work with here, watching around towards that flank side. Bomb's going to get planted here by Frost inside the site. Frost getting dropped there by Force as they're still pushing here towards that bomb site. Be on the lookout for Days. He's going to be on the flank. Let's see if they can kind of get here at the same time. About to see a confrontation here with one of the members from the CT side. I believe that's Cheeks. He's going to wrap back around. Bombs ticking away there inside of the A bomb site. Days wrapping towards that staircase. Still taking a lot of time here. Cheeks and Force shot. Is the bomb? I don't believe the bomb is actually planted. It's down inside the site. That's what I was referring to before. It's down, not planted, as you can see right there. As Cheeks going to get dropped there. They know where he's at. Oh, no. Look at that. Man. Still lofts the grenade and takes out his own teammate. And that was huge. Communication is key whenever you're dealing with something like that, and still says, I'm going to try to help you out, and then he gets picked off. Not only by throwing that grenade, did he take out his teammate? That's just a poor situation out of out of that thing that played out. But you also give away your location when you throw a grenade like that.
Unfortunate. They had the CT player trapped. You just got to be careful with where you throw your grenades, especially when you know your teammate's there.
Wow, and a game that was really Torque's sided this whole time has now kind of flipped a little bit, especially after Sasquatch picking up those 4 kills. One of the things I will say, streaky players, although they sometimes may not be consistent, they are the ones that make a ripple. They make an impact in the games that really do matter. So, they may not always be consistent throughout the game on the terror side, but whenever they make those ripples, it makes a huge impact. It changes the momentum of a game, especially on situations like that. 4-shot picking up the last kill. First half is going to be 5-10.
Yeah, an excellent half there by Torque. I felt like they controlled the pace. They had control of the map, and they forced they forced vVv into very passive positions, which allowed Torque to get into their comfort spots. They were able to split this A bomb site. They were able to push up very heavily far into this dungeon area. They were able to push up towards this catwalk area into these locations, so they forced the CT members in very turtle locations. So then all they had to do was throw flashes here, throw flashes out here, and then push those CTs back and hit them from 2 different angles. And they also did a couple of fakes over here to the B bomb site, and then they sent the bomb over to this dungeon area. And every time they ran that strat, they were able to get some picks off in that in this right bomb site, forcing the CTs to over-rotate, allowing the bomb to get down in a bunch of those situations.
So again, right now the first half score is 10-5 here in favor of Torque over vVv. Again, vVv making things a little bit better in what they've had to offer in the beginning of the game.
Looks like we have 5 dualies, actually.
Nice. That's an expensive bot to work with here. 5 dualies. Or, I know I've seen 2 so far. There's 3 that we've seen. They're going to be heading up here towards the A bomb site. They're just basically coming in with a lot of ammo. Here comes a nice little nade. That's going to be causing a lot of damage. Sasquatch picking up one with there, dropping still. Monty again still alive. He was able to pick off one. That was Cheeks. As bomb does get planted, so right there just shows how effective it is. But look, Monty's picked up a dually as well, so he's going to wrap back around here towards the A site. Automatic picking up another one, dropping Frost. And so let's see if these dualies can make it big as an impact that they expected here. Takes down 1. Cannon's picked up 2 so far in the round. Here comes Monty. Make that 3 so far for Monty. Chasing after that last frag and picks it up. 4 kills, 1 of which was from the USP and 3 from the dualies. So he's going to stat pad to pick up that defuse and sit at 7-0. But overall right now scores 11-5 here in favor of Torque.
Yeah, and fragging in style, the dually, it seems to be that new trend here in 2012. All these players are getting dualies. Anytime the CTs have a chance to pick it up, they're going to choose that over Deagle. We saw that in a Devour, so it's kind of like a USP with 30 bullets. It doesn't have exactly the amount of range impact as a USP, but it does just as much amount of damage, especially when the other player doesn't have head armor. So
that's a big key note right there is head armor, especially working with pistols and how effective they can be whenever you don't have head armor. But right now, as we look at it, you've got TCK and his teammates. They both have MP5s to work with here. Pushing in, TCK able to take down 1. That was 4-shot. Automatic dropping 1 down to 37 HP. As a bomb's getting planted, so the objective has so far been worked out pretty well here for vVv. As right now, again, we're on board here with Cheeks here. He's got a FAMAS. He's going to be watching over here, playing extremely aggressive. Just can't make the right shot. Still's going to take him out, and now it's going to be left up to Automatic. This is probably going to get snuffed out here as he picks down 1. Monty goes down. He peeks out there on that actual bomb diffuser. He's going to peek out as they're going to go and get that diffuse here. And that's going to finish off the round. Score now 12-5 overall here in favor of Torque here over vVv.
yeah, unfortunately for vVv, they did get the bomb down, so they will buy. I think they really need this round if they want to get back into it. Obviously, Torque being the more experienced team, so vVv, it's going to be really tough for and two of their players obviously being their first LAN tournament. So with that inexperience, it's going to be really tough to even come back at such a big deficit.
And what was your first LAN experience? Can you recall that day?
Well, I used to LAN in high school, so back. I never really went to any.
And
big
you're old
tournaments.
too, so.
Yeah, this was back in high school. We would, pick a friend's house to go LAN every weekend, and I think my first LAN tournament was actually at a CPL. Yeah, it was a
small thing. It wasn't that big. Just a CPL.
It was a CPL, and
that was my first cast with CPL winner of 2004. So that was my first cast ever. So. If you're going to go big, might as well do it at the show. Right now, you've got Steele, who's picked up two, one with an M4, one with an AK. He's just exchanging between his primaries, just dropping and going with it. As right now, we're on board here with Automatic. As the bomb is fallen, he needs to sweep back and pick that up out inside at mid. But you got to be on the lookout. TCK and Steele are both out there, waiting just around the corner. Also on the flank is going to be another member from Torque, as he tosses out a poor flash, and he's going to get dropped there by Steele. Now score is sitting at 13-5 here in favor of Torque over vVv.
So Torque here showing why I picked them as a favorite. They're just, they're just such good players overall. Individually, they really don't have any weaknesses. They're all just very experienced. They have good skill. They don't make any big mistakes or anything, so it's really tough to find a weakness on this team.
I mean, definitely without a doubt, especially the amount of pressure that they put on top teams, being a top team themselves. Frost picking up two with the EHE, TCK dropping two so far as well. Switching over and trying to maintain with that USB, gets dropped there by Cheeks. And now it's going to be left up to Cheeks. He's down to 19 HP. He's going to go ahead and start to be able to push here towards that bomb site. Right now you've got the bomb down up on top of the catwalk area, and Days will finish him off. Now the score is going to be 14-5. Kind of a lackluster second half so far. But again, this should be, looks like we see some AKs being bought now by vVv. This is the fifth round now, so they were able to buy that third round due to the bomb plants, both plants in the first and second round. They bought that, then having to save the previous round. Now we're going to see if they can do anything in this gun round. If they don't, basically that's going to be game over at that point, because then they're going to have to come back from tie point.
I like this aggressive play. TCK here trying to utilize that flash. Fortunately, PS was Automatic was too close, and he wasn't ready for that angle.
As right now you're back over here with 4Shot. I think he's his only teammate's going to be Sasquatch now. Automatic is still alive as well. So there goes Automatic. Now it's going to be down to a 2v4. Sasquatch and 4Shot. 4Shot's been pretty successful with that AWP, and he's going to get the exchange there with Frost. Now it's left up to Sasquatch, down to a 1v3.
Yeah, that's a questionable play there. He should have just stuck with his teammate, especially since he had the bomb.
He's making a lot of noise, as bomb ground timer is probably almost up, as he switched to the AWP. Now in this situation, after he gets that pick, that's a huge pick. But again, I don't think there's a lot of time to work with here. As he starts to be able to work his way around, there's one right around the corner. Now, what I was going to ask you, if you know that you're in a 1v3, at that point is in a 1v3, do you save the off that you just grabbed?
And not in that situation, no. Simply because you're down so many rounds. I guess if it was a closer in situation, yeah, definitely that'd be an option. But I like the AWP in that position because you get, you can kind of reveal the corners one by one, pick off those, initial angles, and try to pick them off in those mid-long situations, and then switch to the rifle once you know those long-range type of positions are cleared.
No, you brought up a really good point with the fact that it's later in the game. You're already down by so many rounds. Score currently 15-5. And you have to make an impact now. You have to make some type of change in what you're doing, and you have to start taking risk. Otherwise, you're kind of going to be at a standstill either way. As right now we look at it, you've got 4-Shot, and they definitely have the money right now. They've lost 5 consecutive rounds. 4-Shot making a nice pick there. Looks like we got 2 AWPs. Automatic taking it down still. It's just this movement may be a little too late. If they pick up this round, it's a long path to take, as they've got to win after this round. If they still pick up this round, they've got to win 9 consecutive rounds. And Ron, that's just to push it into an overtime.
Yeah, that's going to be almost impossible versus Torque team. They're just way too good to blow any kind of lead like that.
As right now you can see Frost, he's not afraid, and he knows what his money situation is. Let's go look at the scoreboard real fast. You can tell the number of deaths. Frost is the only one, and TCK have been the only 2 that have actually died numerous times. But MTW, Monty, and Dazed both have, they're sitting collectively at 8 deaths. Well, reason being, that just brings up the fact of how many guns they've had to buy, plus the number of kills, plus the number of rounds they've got. So they're sitting okay, especially to buy for teammates if need be.
Yeah, it's interesting. They just straight up rushed it. Not even messing with any flashbangs or grenades.
Frost having a little issue there. I don't know why they put a railing there. That basically said, hey, more of a flare than a flash, as he gets dropped there by cannon from the HE grenade. As now there looks like they're going to be heading over here towards that B bomb site. TCK set up shop. See if he can make a pop shot there. Now he's going to go chase after this kill and takes down 1, and he had Still to help out as well. They finish off 3 collectively. And here comes Automatic. That's going to do it. 16-5, or 16-6, I apologize.
Yeah, and Torque there winning a nice save round. vVv just sitting around. Something like you mentioned earlier before in one of the matches, you know, if you're going to hit a bomb site and they know you're there already, there's no reason to just sit around and not be productive and try to make progress towards the rest of the map, because it just allows the other team to rotate and set up and get in better positions for you to attack.
Yeah, so again, the first game is going to go to Torque, 16-6 here over vVv. And so what we'll have to do is kind of take a quick break, and we'll get the second matchup for you. And this time, I know I've been saying we'll be right back, but we will. We will be right back, Ron.
Sure.
All right. We'll be right back here in just a moment, right from the ESEA Season 11 LAN Finals. Again, I'm Corey Dunn alongside Rambo. So we'll be back here in just a moment.